Good day, everyone. So this is a newest lecture about a shipping line industry under transportation management. So are you ready for to watch this video? Okay, let's go. All right. So I'm going to discuss now the shipping line industry here in the Philippines. So with the learning objectives, discuss the different shipping line in the Philippines, explain the different shipping line destinations, and describe the different Philippine government agencies for sea transportation. All right, so let's discuss first the famous company here, which is the Tugo Travel under shipping lines, as you can see. So, yeah. So, So the Tugo Travel is a ferry which is based in Manila and part of Tugo Group and private company owned by the Chinese government through the Chinese ASEAN Investment Corporation Fund. All right. So actually, it is the largest shipping line now here in the company, which is located in Eva Macapagal Super Terminal in Pier 15 in Manila South Harbor. So actually, uh, formerly known as Negros Navigation. Actually, itong Tugo Travel, dati siyang Negros Navigation. And then, ito yung pinagsama-samang company din or nagkaroon ng realignment ng mga ferry transportation here in the Philippines, which is the Negros Navigation, the Super Ferries, Cebu Ferries, and Supercat to become one large company or one large shipping company here in the Philippines, which is now known as Tugo Travel. All right, so actually these are the different ships, no, na it was renovated, no, ng dating Super Ferry at Negros Navigation. So ito yung St. Joan of Arc, St. Pope John Paul II, St. Gregory the Great, St. Leo the Great, St. Joseph the Worker, St. Peter the Apostle, and St. Michael Archangel. So as you can see, yung St. Joan of Arc, dati siyang Super Ferry 5. And then the St. Pope John Paul II, it was known as the Super Ferry 12. And then the St. Gregory the Great, dati naman siyang Super Ferry 20. St. Leo the Great, na dating Super Ferry 21. And then the St. Joseph the Worker, dati siyang Negros Navigation. Then the St. Peter Apostle, one of the ship also of the Negros Navigation. And the St. Michael Archangel naman, yun yung talagang flagship ng Negros Navigation. So actually, it is a combined power by the two major shipping company before nung mga 1990s and 2000 hanggang sa nagbuo na sila ng isang malaking kumpanya, which is the kumbaga nag-merge na yung mga kumpanyang ito para maging isang malaking shipping company here in the Philippines, no? So MB St. Leo the Great, actually itong MB St. Leo the Great na ito, it was known as Italian aristocrat and tinatawag siyang the first pope to have been called the Great. This was the vessel based the name. Yan. So that is St. Leo the Great. So actually, ang destination ng St. Leo the Great ay dumadaong ito or bumibiyahe ito going to Cebu City and then sa Butuan City, sa Nasipit, and then Iligan City, and Osamis City naman. Okay, so these are the destination na available under ng St. Leo the Great. Actually, ang picture nito, mostly domestic sea travel ito, and meron siyang tinatawag na SLG na length and breadth of 151 meters by 25 meters and has a capacity of 1,284 passengers that includes 150 member crew. So, meron siyang kaya niyang mag-accommodate ng 1,000 mahigit na pasahero at 150 lahat-lahat ng mga staff or member crew. So, these are the accommodations under St. Leo the Great. Okay, meron silang ino-offer na state class room. So, actually, itong state class room, ito yung masasabi kong luxury air condition, no, with pwede siyang pang-family or 2 full-size bed, no, pang-family family bed or 2 full-size bed. So, this is good for family. So, masasabi ko ito yung parang pinaka-expensive na room, no, under ng Leo the Great, no. So these accommodations have their own private bathroom and television, So also, ang linen is also provided with basic amenities like soap, conditioner, and toilet paper. And then yung cabin naman, ito is also a private air condition with single beds naman, double beds or four bed bunks, no? Kumbaga yung parang yun yung iga na may parang double deck, no? So each room has its own private bathroom and may dalawang channel television ito. Also, meron din siya mga toiletries at of course, maayos na pinoprovide na linen, no, para sa pasahero. Okay, next one, meron din tinatag na tourist room. Meron itong double bed bunks with semi-private partition. So, rooms may vary in size, composed of a small rooms which kasya dito ang 4 guests to a large room na merong 14 guests naman ang kasya. And also, it is exclusively for women or men and both. Pag Mega Value naman, ito, isa sa mga pinakamura sa St. Lay the Great kasi meron siyang double bed bunks with air-conditioned sections of the vessels. Guests share a common bathroom area exclusive for Mega Value guests only. So, linens not issued but are available for rent at the passenger linen counter. So, yung linen dito, hindi problema. You can get to the passenger linen counter. Also, Super Value naman, itong Super Value. So these are the budget-based class accommodation. So ito yung pinakamura sa lahat, Super Value. Na meron siya mga double bed bunks and ang problema lang dito, hindi siya aircon. So kailangan kung nagtitipid kayo at sanay kayo sa init, so dito kayo sa Super Value. Amenities and linen are not issued but available through purchase at the passenger linen country economy class section and outfitted with 2-channel television. So amenities, so these are the amenities under St. Lay the Great. Meron silang sun deck, wherein ito yung pinaka top area or top deck or the upper deck ng isang ferry. Okay, then meron silang mga recreational area, meron silang cafe, that which is the Horizon Cafe, the Island Fiesta, yung parang dining area, Sea Breeze, Quick Mart, salon, karaoke bar for those naghilig sa karaoke, charging station, and meron silang event hall. Okay? So, and then, St. John Paul, also known as St. John Paul II, it was built in 1984. So, it is another fleet ng Togo Travel. So, ang travel nito mostly Cebu to Cagayan de Oro. So, the vessel has enough open space. Meron siyang open space to serve as training room, conference, and corporate meetings. But also, this is for fun and excitement seeker. Arcade is the best place to be. Okay, so, yan. So, mostly ang biyahe ng St. John Paul II ay from Cebu talaga to Cagayan de Oro. Okay, so, and then, MB St. Michael the Arcangel, actually ito yung parang flagship dati ng flagship ng Negros Navigation. And na-built ito, matagal na to, it was 1973. Meron itong 2 floors capable of seating 150 guests on its blue and green chairs with matching white round tables. Ito ay meron siyang 8 staterooms with 8 cabin rooms and 72 tourist beds. So as you can see, itong mga dating shipping lines ng, dating fleet ng Togo Travel tsaka ng Negros Navigation, it was renovated para maging design ng Togo Travel. Alright? So, another one, the MB St. Augustine of Hippo. So, na-built naman ito noong 1989. So, mostly ang kinikater ng ship na ito from the major ports sa Coron, Puerto Princesa, and Bacolod. So, mostly mga ano to, western area of the Philippines kasi nagta-travel sa Mimaropa hanggang sa Western Visayas region. So St. Augustine of Hippo, former name as Cebu Peri until October 2012 and Peri Comano until September 2007 naman. So these are the accommodations. So meron din siyang state classroom na merong luxury air condition at family size bed with private bathrooms and television. And then meron ding cabin with private air condition with single beds or double beds. And meron siyang private bathroom and 2-channel television. Also, meron siyang tourist room with double bed bunks and closed semi-private partition na kasya dito hanggang 4 to 4 for small room and pag large room naman, 14 guests. And then the Super Value naman, these are the budget class accommodation. that consists of double bed banks in non-air-conditioned sections of the vessel. Next one, the MV St. Peter the Apostle. So ito naman yung itsura ng ship, no? So ito yung kanyang features, no, ng MV St. Peter the Apostle. Alright, so accommodation, under accommodation, ito yung mga itsura. Actually, almost pareho lang naman ng ibang ship ng Tugo Travel. Meron din silang Super Value, meron ding state classroom, tourist room, at cabin class, no? So same lang din ng ibang mga ships ng Tugo Travel. Almost pareho lang, no? Pareho lang ng pinipicture na state room. Okay? So state classroom, which is consists of luxury air-conditioned rooms with one family bed or two full-size beds. So as I said, ganun din, state classroom din ang ino-offer nito. Ayan, ito yung itsura. Another one, meron din silang cabin class, as I said, is a private air-conditioned room with a single beds, double bed, and 4-bed bunks. So meron din siyang private bathroom, may 2-channel television, and also meron din siyang linen and basic toiletries. Ayan. Then other one, the tourist class, meron siyang double bed bunks enclosed in semi-private partitions. Okay, so ganun din, kasya din yan ng 4 na guests sa isang small room and 14 guests naman pag large room. Okay? Then super value naman, ito yung pinaka-budgeted sa lahat, ito yung pinakamura kasi wala itong aircon. Okay? Ayan. So these are the facilities, no? Ayan. So meron silang front office, Island Festa, Hotel Lab, and Horizon Cafe din. Okay? So ito yung basic organizational structure ng Tugo Group, no? So under siya, dati siyang former Negros Navigation. So for corporate, so yung administration yan under ng Negros Navigation with may mga shares yung mga dating may-ari ng Super Ferry, no? So in divisions, meron silang 3 division, which is the logistic, express and division, the shipping, and internal logistics, no? So under shipping, meron silang Tugo Freight, so for delivering cargo or shipments or tinatawag na freight. And then Tugo Travel for tourists or for passenger. Okay? So the group service include, ayan, ito yung mga mostly na services nila. International shipping, international freight forwarding, custom clearance, domestic shipping, freight and travel, warehousing, land transport, express, project, and X-trade. Okay, so actually, ito yung mga services under ng Tugo Travel. But syempre, we're going to focus only for domestic shipping, freight, and travel, and international shipping. Okay, so Tugo Group Hub, ayan, meron silang 400,000 TEU capacity, the 15% market share of domestic freight, 16 passage and freight vessels, and 15,000 containers, 35 cross-dock warehouses nationwide. So meron silang mga cross-dock warehouses nationwide. 70,000 square meters of distribution center operations, and then over 185 branches and outlets. Meron silang 550 trucks, 1,200 trailers, and 250 motorcycles, and 7,000 Tugo team members. Okay, so these are the destinations. So sa may Manila North Harbor, so dyan yung pinaka-pier, no? Mostly one of the major pier ng Tugo dyan sa Manila, no? Sa may Manila Harbor, and then in Batangas Port, in Batangas City, and in Odiongan, Romblon, and also in Visayas sa Bacolod City, sa Katiklan, which is gateway to Boracay, and then Cebu City, sa Iloilo, sa Ormoc, at sa Tagbilaran. So these are destination in Luzon and Visayas. And then the Tugo Group Inc., yan yung pinaka-logo. So actually, this Tugo Group Inc., it was founded by yung dating Aboitiz. So yung headquarters nila sa 15th floor Times Plaza sa Ermita, Manila sa Taft Avenue. Okay, so actually Super Ferry founded as Aboitiz Shipping Company. So naging Aboitiz Super Ferry. So was one of the largest ferry companies in the Philippines. If you remember, no, yung dating Super Ferry po, dati under siya ng WGNA, no, which mostly the Aboitiz Shipping Company. And then bago ito na purchase ng Negros Navigation and was purchased by the Chinese government through its private equity fund, the China ASEAN Investment Corporation Fund, and became Tugo Travel, part of the Tugo Group. So, aside on that, ito pa yung destination ng Tugo Group, no? Na sa Mindanao, which is in Nasipit, sa Butuan City, Agusan del Norte, in Cagayan de Oro, in Misamis Oriental, Iligan City sa Lanao del Norte, Osamis City naman yan sa Misamis Occidental, Surigao City in Surigao del Norte, and Zamboanga City and Dapitan City. So mostly in Caraga region, northern Mindanao, and some part of Zamboanga Peninsula. So those are the destinations normally under ng Tugo Travel. Okay? So, yung mga dating Super Ferry, as I said, Negros Navigation, naging part na siya ng Tugo Travel Fleet. So, ito na. Ito na lahat yun. Okay? So these are the logo, no, connected with the na logo share. These are the different logo with connected with the Tugo Travel. But mostly, ayan, sabi ko nga, may share dyan ng Aboitiz doon at yung Aboitiz, which is siya yung nag-handle sa Cebu, sa Super Ferry. So, connected siya with at may share siya sa sa Tugo Group, no, company. Okay, so the shipping company was known as in the 1990s as William Gotong and Aboitiz. So ito yung sinasabi kong WGNA na hawak nila yung dating Super Ferry. So it restarted its own shipping company called Carlos A. Gotong Lines o Cagli. So yung Gotong company po, si William Gotong nagtayo ng sarili. Nag-started po as Carlos Gotong Lines, while the William Group opted to concentrate on its logistic, warehousing, and courier business called Pass Logistic. So yan. So next one, so it is also, ito yung dating under pa rin ng na Super Tugo. Ito yung tintag naman ng Cebu Ferry, which is also part na rin ito ng Tugo Travel. So it was a shipping company based in Cebu, Philippines. So dati siyang hawak ng Aboitiz, no? So nagsimula ito noong 1996 at naging subsidiary ito ng WGNA. So actually, sister company ang Supercat, Super Ferry. So, of course, ang Cebu Ferries ay nagpo-provide ito before ng comfort and home ride at sea, extend the best service to their passenger. So, meron itong excellent accommodations na normally na nagta-travel. No, accommodations para sa passenger at may air condition ito at non-air condition. At normally, nagta-travel ito sa Cebu lang, no? Mostly Cebu going to Bohol or Cebu papunta sa iba't ibang, kumbaga naka-port of embarkation nito ay sa Cebu, going to Cagayan de Oro, going to Butuan City, and so on. Okay, so ayan yung history. So hanggang sa naging under na siya ng Tugo Travel, it was purchased by Negros Navigation. So ito yung dating siniserve ng Cebu Ferries. Ayan. So mostly yung pinaka port of embarkation niyan sa Cebu, sa Cebu City. Yan. So ito yung vessels under before ng Cebu Ferry. So yung iba dito naging under na ng Negros Navigation. Yung iba hindi na ginamit kasi because luma na yung fleet at hindi na ganoon kasi para sa pasahero. So yan. So Cebu Ferries operate the following vessels: the Cebu Ferry 1, the Cebu Ferry 2, at Cebu Ferry 3. Na ngayon yung Cebu Ferry 1 ay St. Augustine na Pipo na. Cebu Ferry 2 naman which is the St. Anthony de Padua, and Cebu Ferry 3 which is the St. Ignatius of Loyola. So next one, the Don Esteban, it was delivered in 1936, was the first and smaller of the two craft-built motor of Delarama Steamship Company, Iloilo, Philippines, in Inter-Island, Philippines. So actually, ito yung isa sa mga pinakalumang fleet ng Cebu ferries, no? So based on the history. So but the problem is yun, nagkaroon din lumubog ito sa Mindoro, at actually it was loss of Mindoro to noong March 2, 1942. So Don Isidro naman, it was delivered in 1929, was the second largest of the two craft-built motor of Delarama Steamship Company, Iloilo, Philippines, in Inter-Islands. So yan. So it was attacked by Japanese aircraft en route to Bob Darwin on February 19, 1942, beach burning loss. So yun naman ang nangyari sa Don Isidro ng Cebu Ferry. And the next one, the Montenegro Shipping Lines Incorporated. So let's proceed to the next shipping line, no? So mostly most of the topic under siya ng Tugo, but no, meron pang mga iba pang shipping lines here in the Philippines, which is the Montenegro Shipping Lines. So it is a domestic shipping line with the headquarters at the Port of Batangas in the Philippines. So actually, ang ino-operate ng Montenegro Shipping Lines is pang passenger, cargo, or RoRo. So kumbaga, nagko-connect ito para makapagbiyahe from Batangas going to Mindoro, or that is roll-on of roll-off under Strong Republic National Highways. On September 16, 1978, si Vicente Leco Montenegro Sr., it's a pioneer in commercial and public transportation, vice established the company. The first route was from Batangas City to Abra de Ilog, which is initially served by the boat of Malaya. So, noong September 2006 naman, itong shipping company na to, it is provided passenger and commercial marine transportation service with a fleet of fast ferry and RoRo vessels to 13 ports. And then noong 2013 naman, the company operated 31 ships on its fleet of passenger, cargo, RoRo vessels throughout Luzon and Visayas. So these are the destination ng Montenegro Shipping Lines. So from Batangas City, which is the port of embarkation, going to Calapan City, Abra de Ilog sa Occidental Mindoro, Puerto Galera, San Jose Occidental Mindoro, Odiongan Romblon, and Romblon. And also, nagtatravel ito sa Lucena City going to Mogpog Marinduque, and then Masbate City to Pilar Sorsogon, and then Matnog Sorsogon going to San Isidro Northern Samar, okay, as RoRo, okay, Matnog Sorsogon to San Isidro Northern Samar, and then Rojas Oriental Mindoro to Katiklan, Maliaklan, and then Iloilo City to Cebu City, Puerto Princesa City, and Cuyo, Palawan. And also, in Magdiwang Romblon, nagta-travel ito going to Romblon, and then Dumangas Iloilo to Bacolod City, Negros Occidental, and then Dumaguete City to Larena Siquijor, Dapitan City, Zamboanga del Norte. And also, ito pa yung iba pang destination from San Agustin Romblon to Romblon, and then Pilar Sorsogon to Masbate City, Cagayan de Oro City to Coyo, Palawan, and Surigao City to Siargao. So these are the vessels. Meron silang tinatag na tugboat. Ito yung isa mga vessel ng Montenegro Shipping Line, the tugboats, which is the MT Montenegro tugboat. And then ito pa yung mga vessels under ng RoRo naman, okay, for Strong Republic National Highway or under ng Maharlika Highways, which is ayan, the MV Maria Angela, MV Maria Beatriz, MV Maria Diana, MV Maria Erlinda, MV Maria Felisa, MV Maria Gloria, MV Maria Elena, MV Maria Isabel, MV Maria Josepa, MV Maria Cristina, and MV Maria Lolita. Okay, and then ito naman yung mga fast track nila sa FC City of Bacolod, FC City of Calapan, FC City of Dapitan, FC City of Lucena, FC City of Masbate, FC City of Sorsogon, and FC City of Tabaco. And then these are the Marina Ferries naman, which is the MB Reina de los Reyes, the LCT Reina Banderada, MB Reina de Binagracia, MB Reina de Cielo, MB Reina de las Flores, MB Reina Genoveva, LCT Reina Justia, MB Reina Immaculada, and MB Reina Timotea. And then, actually, it's a private company under ito ni Service also. It is founded by Vicente L. Montenegro Sr. Ang headquarter nito sa Batangas City, sa Santa Clara, Batangas City. Okay, so next one, the Romblon Shipping Line. It was created noong August 8, 2008. And it is primarily composed of owners formerly managing the now defunct MBRS line incorporated prominent families from Masbate, other nearby provinces have invested in the new. So yung mga dating ito yung dating MBRS line. Okay, so these are the facilities under ng Romblon Ship. So yung para sa passenger. And then the Una Mas bar. Okay, so actually it provides entertainment, excellent food at mga refreshing drinks and food and beverage. Syempre, may mga guest ups and dancing naman. And then Tienda, which is ito yung parang sari-sari store inside the Romblon under the Romblon Shipping Line fleet, no? At para sa necessities ng pasahero. Vehicle deck. So, MV Merida Queen is one of the biggest shipping vehicle decks in the country with its 55 vehicle capacity. And then meron din silang VIP lounge. Okay. So, only accessible to the privileged guests, no? The VIP lounge boasts of sophisticated ambience from having the best cruising view in the ship to the service of an exclusive butler. And of course, another famous shipping line here, which is the Starlight Ferries. So actually, ito yung passenger ferry, based ito sa Batangas City, Philippines. So it is operated by the Chelsea Logistics Holdings Corporation. And also, ang itong Chelsea Logistics Holdings Corporation, it is also a Manila-based logistic company. So nagsiserve ito sa provinces ng Batangas, Oriental Mindoro, Romblon, Aklan, Cebu, and Surigao del Norte. And it is also a leading ferry companies operating in Mimaropa and also in Western Visayas region. So actually, nag-started ito noong 1995. And then, ang kauna-unang vessel nito is MV Starlight Ferry. So, of course, nagpo-provide sila ng service, not only for passenger but also meron din silang pang-cargo, no? But mostly mostly pang passenger. Okay, in September 2017, Chelsea Logistics Holdings Incorporated, 144 logistic company owned by Filipino entrepreneur Dennis Oy under Udena Corporation acquired Starlight Ferries Incorporated from the Cusi family. Oy also owns Philippine Inter-Island Ferry Companies, Tugo Travel, and Trans-Asia Shipping Lines. In 2018, it became the first Philippine ferry company to operate branches of the Japanese convenience store, the Family Mart. So itong Starlight Ferry, kumbaga nakipag-partnership ito with yung may-ari po ng Family Mart, which is the Family Mart, the famous Japanese convenience store, na kumbaga meron ito sa loob mismo ng mga fleet ng Starlight Ferry. So four of the companies, Roro Ferries, MV Starlight Pioneer, MV Starlight Jupiter, MV Starlight Pacific, and then MV SWM Salve Regina, each open a Family Mart store on board. So meron silang Family Mart inside this ferry. The first three ferries operate along Batangas Calapan route, while the last ferry operates the Batangas Caticlan route. So the opening of the convenience store follows Starlight Ferries owner Dennis Oy acquisition of the Philippine franchise of the Family Mart. So yun. So since nakipag-partner ito si Dennis Oy with the Japanese private company na under ng Family Mart para makapag-franchise ng Family Mart at i-builds inside the Starlight Ferries. Also, let's proceed to the Philippine Government Agencies for Sea Transportation. Siyempre, ang pinaka-famous na po ay ang Marina. So, ito yung pinaka-famous agency under Philippine Government ng Department of Transportation. So, siyempre, ang ang functions nito, responsible sila for integrating the development, promotion, and regulation of the maritime industry in the Philippines. So normally, ang ginagawa ng Marina, sila yung nag-i-inspect, no, at nag-assess or nagbibigay ng rules and regulations sa lahat ng mga shipping company or logistics shipping company or lahat ng mga ferry and cruise line here in the Philippines. Okay, na nag-ooperate here in our country. So, the Marina was created on June 1, 1974 with the issuance of Presidential Decree Number 474 to integrate the development, promotion, and regulation of the maritime industry in the country. And it was originally placed under and 145, the Office of the President. And lastly, the Philippine Ports Authority. So, ito naman, from the word itself, ports. So, sila yung nag-authorize, nagbibigay ng rules and regulations sa lahat ng mga Philippine ports here in the country. So, it's also under attached agency ng Department of Transportation. So, they are responsible for financing, management, and operation of the public ports. Lahat ng mga public ports throughout the Philippines except the Port of Cebu, which is under the Cebu Ports Authority. Yung hindi lahat ng port kasi ang Port of Cebu, under na siya ng Cebu Ports Authority or CPA. So, the PPA was created on July 11, 1974 with the issuance of Presidential Decree Number 505. So, this Presidential Decree was subject of several amendments of which is Presidential Decree Number 857, which was issued on December 23, 1975. All right? Okay, so if you have some questions, don't hesitate to ask me, no, by commenting below here in my YouTube channel. Okay, so thank you for listening, and I hope you learn a lot about the shipping company here in the Philippines, and also the different government agency under sea transportation here in the Philippines. Okay, so that's all. Okay, thank you. God bless us all.